All right, ladies and gents, you guys know it. I'm saying the same thing literally every single day, but I'm happy to be here once again. All you guys out there, welcome to the Grandpa Arena. It is time again because it is Monday. I completely forgot about it. That means my boy Bulk back on the mic. Bulk, how are you doing?
You know what? I'm absolutely fantastic, and even better now that I'm here. I almost forgot it was Bulk Day today, but no,
here.
They no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard Elon tries to shadow ban me, I'm gonna be here. Yeah,
that's right, because Monday without Bulk just doesn't feel right. So I'm happy to have him on the mic today. I'm happy that you guys decided to tune in for another time.
I feel like at this point, Rip, that we are like two halves of a whole. Even on our webcams, it's almost like we have dark and light.
Yeah.
It's like good and evil. It's like fish and chips. It's
Wait,
like those.
Who is evil, Bulk? Who is the evil one of us?
It's me. It's gonna be me, isn't it? Based on the YouTube comments, it's definitely me.
Oh, but we cannot go by YouTube comments, because the thing is, I have the power to ban every single YouTube comment I don't like, right? So whenever someone is talking shit about me, I'm like, okay, get your ass out. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, there is free speech on YouTube, so we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate the criticism as well, as long as it's like productive criticism. You feel me, Bulk? And we can actually try to.
I love getting the reviews. I mean, I love being reviewed by teenagers. It's amazing. It's a really uplifting experience. Yeah.
But Bulk, it is time, another qualifier, and today we dive right into week number 3. That means halfway through season 11, so to say. It is stacked, and today it's gonna be very, very stacked as well, because get ready for that sweet lineup, everyone. It is looking clean, it is looking good, Bulk, and we even have some newcomers on the stage. Are you ready for that?
Who doesn't love fresh meat for the grinder?
So, first fight is gonna be on the PS4 side. Stormbreaker, we know him, of course. We have seen him play the German QUINLOO loyalist, but this dude got challenged today by Oscar. Here for the first time, Oscar sent me a super sweet message on Discord saying, man, Rips, I stopped playing MK11 for a bit, then I discovered your content, your channel on YouTube, and yeah, Bulk, that's why he's here today. He is back.
Oh my goodness, look at that, the reach. Well, welcome, it's Oscar. We can't wait to see what they're all about, and obviously going up against Stormbreaker, the 0 Fs given QUINLOO for the...
Yeah, my boy Stormbreaker, can't wait to see him back in action. But I mean, the second fight, Bulk, another blockbuster, a banger. This is gonna be an exciting one. YUVILITY versus DISARTED. That means we have 2 top 10 players, according to the ranking right now, on the PS4 side, going at each other. Gonna be sweaty, gonna be good.
2 incredible young'uns as well, isn't it? YUVILITY very, very young, just like DISARTED.
I mean, can we say DISARTED is old at this point, because he's like, I don't know, 19, 18?
To be fair, these players get so, like DISARTED, they're so young that we actually measure their age in months. We don't worry about years yet. Yeah.
Like DISARTED in the chat is saying 19, I'm old. Bulk, we don't we pretend like we didn't read that, okay? Let's go right to the next match. HEURISIM, REDVIS. And this is gonna be the battle of the unorthodox characters. Mileena, Terminator, even though it sounds like a terrible matchup for Terminator again, because Mileena, strong zoning. Let's see if REDVIS can teleport his ass to victory in that one. I'm curious, Bulk. RINZLER, ALOR. So many names, so many great players. But yeah, the last 2. QUINLOO, FAKELOK. Oh, this is gonna be a high execution match right there. FAKELOK and his Joker QUINLOO yesterday made it to grand finals in our top 8 versus Kanimani. It was great. In case you guys missed it, it is up on YouTube right now. So feel free to check that one out.
Definitely check that one out. I've got a lot of time for the Quinjet, the representative from IKEA land, with their execution. Yeah.
The Swedish shitter, even though by QUINLOO, I commentated with him a few days ago. And I don't know
I
if
noticed.
you saw that.
I noticed.
Did you see
I'll
how
patch that up. Yeah.
what happened to little QUINLOO Bulk? You know, with the beard and everything he has now. Man,
He does have a beard.
He has, Bulk. He has.
These young
Yeah,
kids. I bet it's a glue-on hipster one from eBay.
I didn't understand it as well, Bulk. And it is crazy to see. I mean, we're doing this for like 2 years, right? But seeing all these players when they started here, a few of them, they were 15 back then. And now QUINLOO close to 18, right? All of them are growing up. It breaks my heart, chat. But that's what it is.
Out of context subtitles on this VOD will be out of context. But yes, when they started with us, they were only 15. Now they're nearly 18. I hope we're not going to go to prison over this, okay? Just put it all in context, chat. Just put it all in context.
That is true,
yeah.
Yes. I don't want to read any strange comments on YouTube. And last but not least, KOLAMBA versus ZMOZAGAX. Like, that's how I call it.
Yeah, well, this is what I mean. They haven't been on the arena before. Is this their debut today?
They played back then, but it's been a while. And I remember back then I called him ZMOZAGAX. And
way back then, people chose their names from Scrabble tiles. So you just put your hand in the bag, see what comes out, and that's what we got. ZMOZAGAX.
Yeah, yes. ZMOZAGAX versus KOLAMBA. Still, in my opinion,
they murder their opponents just like we murder their name.
That is true.
Yeah.
Players are in the lobby, prediction is up, and I see 62% on OSCAR, on Stormbreaker, 38% on OSCAR,
Ooh,
and I can't wait to see which character these guys are gonna pick. Let's dive right in. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Okay. I gotta go to a Discord, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right back, as always.
There it is. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so looking like with the Xbox profile name there, the XX 360 No Scope XX versus Stormbreaker, Johnny Cage, Hollywood.
Oh, I'm all in, Bulk. You know, I love to watch some Johnny Cage gameplay. One of the most entertaining characters to watch, in my opinion. Very, very neutral-based, right? Footsie-based character. I'm all in.
You could say they put the fundy into fundamentals, I suppose. Yeah.
And wait a minute, we get some background lore. Stormbreaker sent me a message and he's like, brother, I played OSCAR yesterday and I literally told him to sign up in the arena. And today they got matched, Bulk. What is going on?
OM Ganesh, this is a fated showdown, ladies and gentlemen. Get your points in while you can. We've still got time in the prediction as Oscar has gotten the first significant touch. That is 50% off.
Oh my God, and that Johnny is looking more than clean. Oscar, this man putting on a show with punish. Restand tries to shimmy. Man, Stormbreaker in trouble.
Oh, but landed straight on the Buzzsaw hat trap and into the shank. 31.456% of sharp-rimmed damage right there.
Okay,
down one uppercut. You love to see it.
I didn't expect Oscar to be such a sweat, and I think right now Stormbreaker is regretting telling him that he should sign up for the arena.
Oh, what a character, able to neutral crouch the hat into the punish, and what a punish it was. No breakaway available for Stormzy.
The block on the short hop?
Yeah, but no punish on it though. Right, putting hands on D-list celeb, excuse me, and then walking straight into another hat. Is Oscar a little bit too impatient? Clearly not, as they managed to bait out the amplified Spinneroonie.
Very, very great gameplay so far. Good patience as well. I love what I'm seeing, but now Stormbreaker with the convert can't get the special move out in time to get a full combo. Good jump in, still got clip, but one and down two.
Two incredible anti-airs there with the second ball and the late down two. Patience paying off for It's Oscar. What a statement match there. 2-0 clean. Stormbreaker regretting their decision right now.
I love that Stormbreaker is in the shed and he's like, oh shit, what have I done?
I should have sent them hate mail, instead I sent them GGs, and now look at me. I'm in front of 154 viewers looking a little bit foolish.
Remember, Bug, it is so cool.
I'm joking, it was quite close, not gonna lie.
It is so cool to see that still after like 4 years, we are able to get new players, new faces competing here on the daily basis. Shoutouts to all you guys. I see the beautiful Holly in the chat. Clea is here as well. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. A great start into the fresh week here. And you guys know it. In case you're feeling bad, grab a cold one, and Balg and me are gonna provide, hopefully, some good commentary. And these players gonna provide some great gameplay, Balg. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. You grab a cold one, we'll heat things up.
Balg, what is your favorite drink?
Gin and tonic. 3.
Okay.
And yours?
Well, believe it or not, I love gin tonic as well.
Let's go!
Like the perfect combination here on the mic.
It's because we're actually ancients, that's why.
And Regina is saying that is an old man drink. I mean, yeah, what can we say about it? But Oscar with a sweet anti-air is saying this is a no-fly zone, Balg.
Boom. Patrolling the skies, and again, just landing straight on the hat. Able to control so much of the screen is Buzzsaw Lao in the hands of Stormbreaker.
Goes for the side switch, and now it's party time here. Johnny with that long-range normal. There is the forward 3. Restand, down 1. More pressure. Grabs, jabs, kicks, everything, Balg.
Boom, playing literal footsies with Kung Lao's face right there. The D-list celeb Johnny Cage not impressed by the Shaolin hat enthusiast. And that is going to be a big punish here by the side. No break, eating 34.544% of overpaid straight to DVD Damahe right there. And again, let's have another one.
Stormbreaker.
Oh my god, have it again.
He is in trouble, chat.
Dang, it's Oscar living inside Stormbreaker's head right now. Have an Oscar. Boom.
Oscar, you cannot do this here. Debut on stream for the first time and then bringing that alpha sweat Johnny.
Do you realize that Johnny Cage just brutality'd with an Oscar?
I saw that, Mike.
And the player is Oscar.
Yeah. The perfect combination again.
Oscar Kung Lao right there.
Guys,
Oscar
we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Stormbreaker in the chat is saying, guys, yesterday I won.
Well, there's no points for second place.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you're feeling generous, but don't let your wife know. Every subscription, every gifted sub, every donation supports not only your bald man from Germany, but all these players you see here on this stage. But wait a minute, I see a character switch from Stormbreaker.
Whoa.
He is saying you're getting mixed, Oscar.
Yeah, okay, well, Stormbreaker clearly giving the homework, giving the experience to its Oscar, and it's clearly come back home to roost, biting them square in the bottom, having to switch to the ice slushy themselves. Mix 0, and that is probably not the best way to start things off, with a 3/4 screen slide, blocked clearly on reaction. Uh-oh. No punish.
Unfortunate. Down for all the standing 3 to the face. Didn't look intentional, but as long as it works, we take those.
Alright, that is not going to be a trade in your fave. Choosing just simply to take the slide. Build up some crushing blow for potential damage later.
Oh, the Shim Jim. Stormbreaker, wake up slide. DISARTED just grabbed his controller.
Right, going in 1 forward 2 at a time. Get off of me, not that kind of ninja.
We're sliding on hit, bud. We're sliding on hit.
Choosing to cash out in round 1 with one of Sub-Zero's arguably bestest crushing blows right there, just to almost bring things equal, as Stormbreaker is having to play so careful, managing to nick the first round with a forward 2. Full strang.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, that was a nice whiff punish with that far-range back one.
Well, yeah, this is one of the matchups that Sub-Zero actually outranges somebody for a change. Oh boy. Not if you do that though. Not if you just literally slide into their block, waiting to be punished.
Oscar tried to make a great read there on that wake up. Can't get the back three to connect, but now Stormbreaker with his back against the wall. Never mind, we're just sliding out, and maybe we're sliding a bit too much, but
yeah, trying to go for the rando Calrissian far too many times, just dipping into that well once too often, or 7 times too many. We even blocking overheads out here, chat. It's Oscar looking like they are cleaning up at the awards better than Will Smith.
Not my contract.
just like that, we have Oscar on match point, and he's even looking for that sweet sweep, but there's the down two. Stormbreaker writing in the chat at the same time. I don't even know how that works, but he got it.
Indeed. Well, speaking of the Will Smith, just slapping my man's up right now, here in the corner. But we're getting switcherooed.
Oh, we're pressing. We're not respecting hit advantage in that dojo.
You're only minus if you,
we can't say it, but because YouTube is gonna strike our asses.
Exactly. Alright, cash it out here in the corner. Doesn't even need the fatal blow. It's Oscar. Supremely dominant right now. Oh my days. My great uncle Omar makes an appearance. My days.
Let's remember again. Stormbreaker told Oscar yesterday, hey bro, you played great, why don't you sign up at Rips Arena? Oscar is saying, you know what, say less, and then immediately teabags him in the first match!
Dang, all of that data, all those friendly player matches they played yesterday. For what? For a public teabagging?
But
public teabagging?
I cannot understand.
200 people, Rip, in front of nearly 200 people.
And Stormbreaker is saying that is uncool.
So uncool, bro. Dang. The savagery.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's wild in here as always. Regina gifting 2 subscriptions to the community. Yeah, and let's give a warm welcome to Oscar.
Welcome to the arena. And thank you for the recommendation, Stormbreaker. Hope you're feeling good in there. How could you do this to me, bro? You betrayed me.
It is insane. I see Gaming Duck in the chat. He's saying, notice me, Ribs. Gaming Duck, thank you so much for being here.
Those next messages that Oscar and Stormbreaker are going to have are going to be a little bit awkward.
It is insane, but yeah, Big Baba Frankie.
You had to do me like that in front of my boys. God dang.
And Lady M was saying, Oscar is just following the Season 11 theme. Yeah, it's getting a little bit toxic in here. I know you guys out there like it. But Oscar, welcome to the arena. Thanks for playing. Stormbreaker, I appreciate you. And yeah, Big Baba Frankie.
Stormbreaker is amazing. And thank you so much for spreading the good word of the arena amongst the public. Just look what you brought us. You brought us a monster. Here in Season XI. For all those Italians out there.
And speaking of monsters, the sub-monster, Big Baba Frankie, gifted one to Yayo, Regina with 2 gifted subs to the community as well. Thank you guys so much for the support, for keeping this going. We have Bulk on the mic today and some spicy sets in the pipeline. YUVILITY, DISARTED, coming up next. Nice.
And the battle of the younguns. The kids are taking over. Season XI Teabag Edition. Interesting. Is Oscar in the chat? Is Oscar in the chat?
I don't know if Oscar's in the chat. Delma was saying Oscar watched the arena match on YouTube. Maybe he thought that the teabags were required to actually get the points.
When Oscar backed up, I honestly thought we were going to get a mercy. You know, he got recommended here. We're going to get a mercy, have a bit of a friendly finish, maybe finish with a friendship. Nah. uphold my civility. But speaking of civility, we've got DISARTED versus YUVILITY. Got to be careful with my bars. I don't want Ed Sheeran to come stealing them. Allegedly. Allegedly. Ed, don't come after me. I know you've got a very good lawyer.
So, we're waiting for YUVILITY. I tried to message him. Let's see if he answers. Otherwise, yeah, we might have to replace, which would be unfortunate. So, let's hope for the best. But in the meantime, Bulk, why don't you tell them a little bit about your own stream? I think that's the perfect time for it.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. You're too kind, good sir. If you love your fighting games, and I do, then you'll love our channel. We get to stream once a week at the moment, and occasionally on a weekend, maybe once a month, where we do generally 1st to 10 exhibitions in all types of games. We do Mortal Kombat on the occasion, but may also do Tekken, Virtua Fighter, Soul Calibur, DNF, Duel, Guilty Gear, Strive, whatever rubs our collective Buddhas, and it's something that we enjoy doing. It's rubbing Buddhas. Yes. Plus, we do podcasts, and it's a lot of fun. It's just hilarious. And if you can make it down, we'd love to see you. Yeah.
Love to hear it. So, guys, make sure to follow the boy Bulk. Meanwhile, all players are here. So get ready for the showdown. YUVILITY, DISARTED. It is time.
Ooh, okay. Getting on the bus, one-way ticket to Top Tierington from both players. Or is it?
Okay.
As YUVILITY... Oh, okay. I was going to say YUVILITY switches from Jackie to Kano, but they're stuck on Cabal. So we've got Cabal, Reach and Safety, Damahe, mobility options versus Sub-Zero, Overhead Low, Schmick-Shuppery, Damahe, and General Spacing Tools.
Yeah, a lot of people say, Kanimani, Jackie Main himself, often plays the Cabal in this matchup as well, saying he does pretty solid versus Sub-Zero, but is it gonna be enough? I mean, we're talking about the 5-time arena champion.
Factor! Macaroni with the raid, thank you so much. The juicy raid right there. Hope you had a great stream, Macaron.
Okay, thank you so much for the raid. I'm gonna shoot you the €5 on PayPal later.
Oh, no hit confirm, but no punish available. Interesting. Right, YUVILITY has got the corner, trying with the empty jump shenanigans, looking to bait the flawless blockery. Wow, just low profiling the jump over the neutral crouch right there. Again, DISARTED being found out for not hit confirming their snowball.
A very, very good start for YUVILITY.
Oh, what an anti-air snipe. The air-to-air sniping now.
Short hop gets blocked. No punish, not fast enough, but gets another full conversion here into 18%.
Because YUVILITY just did it anyway. Did it anyway on block rip.
Nice conversion.
I wonder how often these two players play against each other, because they're doing a lot of things just doing it anyway. Not to catch flawless block points, but to call out staggers that are no longer staggers because you put a launching special move in on it, on the end of it.
Great conversion, YUVILITY close to death here, but now DISARTED. There it is, the flawless block, so he can take his turn after the jump in. Standing one jab to the face, 1-1.
Right, nice and close, just like how Goro likes it here in the background, looking suitably impressed. Right, no punish available on the breakaway there. Right, they're in, their people need them. They have got the corner. What are we going to get from it? 31.607% into some kind of setup.
All the flawless blocks, but do you hear the sounds left and right? Well, this is some high-level MK11 overhead. Doesn't get blocked.
Boom! 42.334% of rib-checking Damahe right there.
The tech again. YUVILITY one touch is probably gonna be enough, but he gets sniped by that back two.
Braves. Do you see how long that jump punch was active? The neutral jump punch. I thought DISARTED pressed the button on the way up and still hit him on the way down.
It's crazy. That Sub-Zero jump in my opinion, one of the best jump-ins in the entire game. Especially, I mean, since MK11 is designed that way, that you get plus frames after a jump in, or you can jail after a jump in, for Sub-Zero that means jump in with that broken jump and then mix the shit out of your opponent.
Jump in, commit to mix. Rinse, repeat. A lot of people in the chat right there. Good to see you again, Mounty. Saw Stav as well. Some people that I know.
But what around
Right
here?
is in there. Good to see you again.
But yeah, the battle of top tier continues. While YUVILITY is changing characters now to his OG main. That means Jackie Briggs is on the screen.
Lady Elmo's exercise strategy is to go back and forth from her laptop to her workstation watching the stream. Right, putting the goop out there as they do go back to their main. YUVILITY wasn't happy with the way that last match went down. And it didn't really come down to guessing wrong either, which is how you would expect a Sub-Zero matchup to go. The character having so much more in their toolkit than just a low-high mix-up. Wow, just catching on the way down though, catching the Lanzies with the flurry of fists from the better Briggs. Gooped my man right up right there. The goop is on me, it burns, it burns!
What a charlie.
37.030.
The little bug here, even the health bar doesn't understand what's going on anymore.
Yeah,
1-0, YUVILITY.
They're living. They're living. Nah, they're dead. Some kind of glitchery. Right, lots of goop on the screen right now. So much goop. Gwyneth has just actually made another million. Right, got the hit, but no commit. Having to settle for the throw to reset the nooch. Both players playing big nooch right now. One jump in, one axe at a time.
Multi-grab YUVILITY in a decent position, but DISARTED. Magic button available.
And Jackie doesn't have a lot of health to withstand Stormbreaker with the donation right there. Thank you so much, Stormbreaker. It would have been 50 if they won.
Stormbreaker
right.
177.
That's dead. She's dead, right?
Teabagging.
It is bug insane. Stormbreaker, thank you so much for the €10 donation. He is saying stop teabagging everyone. Let's see if they listen.
Paying it forward for a little bit of compassion there is Stormbreaker. I love the sentiment. Right, managing to get hands on the Linkway, and they're out. Their people need them. Jackie has the corner in front of her. Applying that pressure, the backup into buttons, baiting DISARTED into doing something. But who gets baited? It's YUVILITY for 38.889%.
The delay on the back three with a little walk down, but now side switch. DISARTED with his back against the wall, and that is where Jackie wants to have you.
Indeed.
Oh, that was good!
What a confirm! Alright, this guy is dead. Deader than Prince Harry's chances of taking the throne.
Oh, that was Chris. That was Chris Bulk. YUVILITY turning this match around after going Jackie Briggs to his main. 1-1. What a banger.
I do like that jacket from Jackie as well. I do like her outfit in that one. It's got a bit of 70s retro chic.
It was such a nice interruption. You can see DISARTED. He tried to escape using the interactable to jump out of the corner, but YUVILITY just said, no, my friend, not today. You're dead.
Yeah, nice try. That's cute. Okay, DISARTED sticking with it, but I think they've opted for Rising Ice as well, by the looks of things. Is that right?
I think you're right, Bulk.
I can never tell. I mean, it's just pictures to me. Yes, we're going for the big Damahe variation. We're going for the full gas bill variation for Sub-Zero.
But this match is turning into a nail-biter right as we speak. Beautiful dodge on the grab, but can't get anything out of it.
Right, boom, bada bing, in with the jump in. Now there's a duck punish. Is that a more optimal starter for Jackie?
I'm not sure. I always think they're choosing that for range buttons. I think it is slightly more range. They can OS it with the flawless block as well, since it's an up to input of flawless blocks. YUVILITY does that a lot. Oh, and the pressure here is on.
But the backup, the wait and bait from DISARTED, masterful 32% right there. Trying to press their advantage here by the tool cabinet. It's Tim Allen, tool corner.
Oh, the delay. And that is that, but this is gonna do it. 950 HP. Jackie, not built to take this damage.
Absolutely not, Rip. Killed by the Earthworm Shim right there, and with the presence of mind to get the side switch so that they can work toward the corner. DISARTED. Full head, under pressure. See what I did there? Yeah, Sub-Zero player, cool under pressure. Yeah, okay, but, you know.
But, I mean, that is what we expect from you when you're on the mic, you know?
Stomped by a breeze.
Pressure in the goop. That was a flawless block attempt from DISARTED.
I think they both tried to do flawless block then, and both got the short hop, just one after the other.
Pulling up goop. And again, jumping. Oh, that was smart from YUVILITY. We're holding north.
At some point, you're just going to have to say to yourself, just take the throw, bro. It's either 13% 5 times, or...
Wait. Oh, and YUVILITY, the interactable work, literally saved his ass there because DISARTED, he tried to bring this back.
Honestly, I feel like the goop damage did the Damahe right there, because that was a lot of damage for just an interactable kick. Right, plus frames, what are you going to do with it? Gonna go for the grip! But we're teching today! Right, got the jump over, pressing her towards the crates.
The mix is on, and this is gonna hurt. No breaker for YUVILITY, 43% right into the stomach.
A lot of damage. Oh, but that's 1 for 2 on duck and punishes. And speaking of punishes, DISARTED punishing their way to a 2-1 lead. Put themselves on set point.
The arena champ has spoken.
5 times. 5 times.
I mean,
DISARTED in the chat saying Jackie's stand 1 is so bad she deserves it. I'm not gonna lie. Just she deserves it.
And I mean, you can take a look at that sweet ranking. DISARTED rank number 1 in the PC League. Right now they're playing on PS4. DISARTED their rank number 11.
I missed the new best graphic to ever have graphicked, Rip.
You like it, Bug?
No, I don't like it. I love it. I love it. That is just so full of straight to DVD 1990s action fantasy adventure. I said to it before the show started, that graphic probably has better quality to it than all of the CGI in Mortal Kombat 2 the movie. Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Potential final round. Or do we have to set the arena on fire?
With another graphic?
Of course.
That jump in says so. As we get the neutral jump punch into nearly 30% before the breakaway. That's losing a lot of resources and health that Jackie can't do with losing. It's not a big difference, 950 health versus 1,000, but it does add up. Boom, boom. Get the conversion. Wow.
Oh, DISARTED! He didn't believe in the 1-2 first, but then forward 2 into fatal, we believe.
Dang. All right, not afraid of spending the cash, it is DISARTED. They don't mind going into round 2 or round 3 without their fatal blow. Never goes cheap on those dates, DISARTED. Oh, not watching the dome! Not watching the dome this time. Speaking of which, why don't more fighting game characters, especially in Mortal Kombat, wear actual armor? Doesn't that make a little bit more sense?
Like asking the important questions, as always.
You have to, because look, if these guys were wearing, if she was wearing a proper helmet, she'd have been fine.
Oh, Bulk, this is it! They started this teabagging!
God damn! Didn't watch your dome into the teabags. Execution.
We go right into the fatal. What is going on today?
Something's in the water, Rip. There's something in the water.
Fatality.
We gotta look out for these kids. Anyway, GG's both. That was entertaining. I wonder if sticking with Cabal would have been the better bet. But that's something that YUVILITY's going to have to reflect on. Thankfully, they have the rest of an entire season, the rest of Season XI, to reflect and make changes.
Oh man, GG's to both. YUVILITY, DISARTED, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. As always, it is Monday. It's a little bit toxic in here, but that's how we roll in the arena.
You're thicker than a Snicker. You guys.
Oh man, Django in the chat, welcome. Let's take a look at this bracket, because coming up, another banger is on the way. HEURISIM versus REDVIS, Bulk.
Nice, the unorthodox matchup right there, the one we've all been waiting for. Is it going to be Mileena versus is it going to be Terminator? Does REDVIS have another character other than Terminator?
REDVIS, he plays Noob Saibot as well. But of course, I hope to see that. Terminator in action.
And no one wants to see Noob anymore. We've had enough of emotions. We don't want no emo ninja here to spoil our fun. Just complaining about how everything's so black and everything's about death.
It's gonna be a good one though. Let's take a look at the prediction, because Lady Elmo already provided that one. 23% on HEURISIM. That is surprising to me. 77 on REDVIS. Bulk, what do you expect from this match here? Do you think REDVIS...
That surprises me. It surprises me that people are they believe in the mix so much that they would discount Heroism's just godlike nooch and spacing and movement with their character, whether it is Mileena or her carnate sister Kitana. The Heroism has always produces outrageous displays, and spacing and movement is one way you can just freeze out Terminator, just keep them from playing their game, keep them away a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
But teleport has other ideas. That's a really good teleport. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good teleport.
Man, I see HEURISIM in the lobby. We're just waiting for REDVIS to appear as well, and then we can get that next set on the way.
Oh, maybe I should retract my statement, because the predictions now switch the other way, 80-20 to Heroism.
Yeah, in HEURISIM's favor now.
People don't understand how oppressive and how potent the overhead low mix-uppery is of Terminator, and of course that teleport. You may have movement, but my man's gets in his transport bubble. He's out there in his bubble of awesomeness. Y'all are sleeping on Terminator, let me tell you.
And the match is starting. I can't wait for it. Let's take a look back. What are we gonna see? Which characters are they gonna pick?
Okay, well, so far, no one's looking in. Okay, locking in potentially with Mileena. And
there is the term.
This is Season 3 DLC showdown right now. Was it Season 3 or Season 2? Was it Season 2? How many seasons of
don't ask
DLC
me
did you get?
Don't ask me. It's been too long.
They were the last batch, wasn't it? It's got to be season 3. I think there were 3 seasons of DLC characters.
Yeah, it was the last one. I mean, HEURISIM, aka Melina, definitely the last one.
Melina, Rain, Terminator, and someone else. All right. Immediately with the shanking, getting the ball on, shank him, shank man's up. And that backdash alone can make such a difference to the entire matchup, as poor Arnie has to deal with things in his grill at bad breath range, where Melina can just harass, go in and out, doing the damage as they do. And look at what they've gotten so far. It's nearly a flawless.
Yeah, but you can never count Terminator out, Mike. There was the forward 2 attempt. Still breathing, still living. One mix gonna be enough. Another command grab. REDVIS. Can he make the miracle come true, Mike?
Oh, I tried to go for the swaggy teleport combo.
Not like this. I think he was looking for the full conversion into Fatal Blow and dropped it.
I love the idea though, REDVIS at any opportunity going to load up the command grab crushing blow, the Albi backbreaker. Because you may have to give up round 1, but at least you go in with resources. Speaking of resources, cashing out a resource for 38.058% of high-heeled Jimmy Choo Demahe from Gobby McStraight Size. Melina.
Good anti-arm. One of the best anti-airs in the game. Goes for the forward 3. No interrupt. Good matchup knowledge there.
Going for safety. REDVIS looking for their chance to press the button. But right now they're being locked down.
Look at the patience from REDVIS.
Indeed. Happy to make love to that block button.
HEURISIM doesn't want to deal with that Terminator mix up close. You can always see the backdash. Jump in, gets clipped by that down 4.
Right, blocking the GAT. Oh, try to... Put it away, girl. Put it away.
And I see 62 cent in the chat saying, Skynet, let's go. 62 cent, when do you come back? We miss you.
Well, this is Skynet versus Fishnet, isn't it?
Oh, nasty down 2.
Low profiling the jump in with the down 1, the NRS classic hurt box, hitbox interactions. Uh-oh. No punish though! Right, it's a good teleport. It's not a great one, as it's punishable on reaction. There's enough visual noise to let you know a teleport is happening.
Very close match, exactly as we predicted. Opening for REDVIS, but now HEURISIM with Fatal Blow.
Yet HEURISIM doesn't want to get grabbed. That's a confirm, and that's going to kill. Buttoning out of any opportunity that would give REDVIS the chance to get their grab game on. Oh, there's it's Oscar in the chat.
Yo, Oscar in the chat with the first time message. He's saying, thanks for the chance to be on tonight. Man, was really fun to be on. And Stormbreaker right after with the 5-bomb.
Dang. Thank you again, Stormbreaker. That's a lot of gifted subs already tonight.
Stormbreaker, a true legend. Super thankful to have him here in these events. Oscar, you played great as well. Thank you for putting on such a show for the audience. But man, meanwhile, HEURISIM robbing that first round 1-0 up. Thank you guys so much for the support, especially Stormbreaker going crazy today. We appreciate you guys, and everything helps tremendously. Keeping this going, providing a prize pool for the players, paying the designers in the background to improve the quality, because we are trying to get ready for MK12. so when the game drops, we can go crazy. Thank you all for helping out so much.
Absolutely, I could not reiterate that more. But frankly, the amount of love and effort and time and actual money that has been poured into the arena to make it the premier place to be. We are all looking forward to another entry. But while there's still life in the current one, here we are, Season XI. Let's celebrate the game that we have. Right, get out of the sky. What you doing, girl? I do like this mask on Hairbun Melina because it covers her face. Yeah.
Command Red.
It's not her face I've got a problem with, it's the teeth. Okay, it's the teeth, basically. It's the teeth. If anyone knows someone that's got teeth that are just too big for their face...
Everyone knows at least one.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a dominating feature. It's all you look at. Yeah.
Look at Isaac in the chat. Name it's Isaac, and he's saying Oscar is lucky I didn't apply early enough. I'm the better player and better brother. Oh shit, Bulk, the rivalry.
Oscar and Isaac.
Okay, but meanwhile, REDVIS has to get something started.
Well, the brothers are frankly lucky they didn't get paired up against me tonight. Yeah. They may be brothers, they have to take on a Bulk. It would all come crashing down, just like it's coming crashing down for Heroism right here in the desert as we stomp on the Bajuju. Oh, the buttons! Catching the wake-up buttons from Heroism.
Final round. Fight.
That was pure reaction from REDVIS and the right call.
A good opening. Oh, the dash up back one from HEURISIM, and again interrupting the teleport. REDVIS not able to teleport in time.
How often do you get to see an NRS teleport actually interrupted? Right, here we are in front of the cactus. Who's going to be feeling a little prick right now?
Wake up violence, HEURISIM.
Oh, doing DLC strings rip. I've not seen that one before.
Yeah, that's the string you actually never see. It's true, and HEURISIM abused that and went for the stagger. REDVIS not able to react in time. And slowly HEURISIM running away with the game. 2-0 up Bulk and on match point.
It is that way. We call them DLC strings. They're just strings that you don't see very often. And it's a game when every character only has 4 strings as well. When you see them, I always think to myself, well, I've never seen this before. It must be really, really rubbish. Otherwise, not everyone would use it. It's one of those things. And then it turns out it's actually quite useful.
Oh, it
People
is.
should be using it more.
And you see Isaac in the... Yeah, Isaac, I mean, you and Oscar are lucky that you didn't got mesh versus me, right? Because that is a true 50-50 then, Bulk. Option number 1, get trash talked by the host. Option number 2 is lose 40 league points for beating the organizer. Choose your poison, Bulk. 2-0 HEURISIM.
Okay, sitting pretty with their spacing is Heroism. Can REDVIS take it as we go once again onto the beach, dear friends? In with the jump kick, getting the pressure on, get off of me. Up 3 says otherwise. Just checking the Milano Blancos right there. Excuse me, got to fix my actual speaking face.
But REDVIS, did he just try to make this more exciting by losing the first 2 rounds on purpose just to bring it back?
It's a possibility. You can never put it past these young kids. It's not the sort of decision I make nowadays. Now I'm ancient. Boom, boom. Oh, what was looking so promising? Oh, wow! What a sequence! The teleport out and then the confirm into the fatal blow. I don't know if they needed to spend all of this cash.
I have to take a look at the replay because I think that actually all jailed Bulk. I think it was a true combo, even with the teleport in it.
What, you mean there was a hit before the teleport?
Yeah, I think it all comboed. I have to check later, guys. I made a replay.
It's like, it's not a combo, but the game thinks it's a combo, but it's definitely not a combo, even though it's a combo. And then you drop the combo, and then it's still a combo.
Oh, REDVIS.
You know what I mean?
Jumps in the corner, goes for the low. Again, no interrupt attempt from HEURISIM. Side switch amplify. Yep, doesn't want to end in the corner versus Terminator.
Boom. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here, just like HEURISIM is multitasking, shanking my man's up right now, taking a bite out of Hollywood right there. Ugh. That's a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage.
Wait! No bulk! Not like this! No breaker available, and this is gonna do it!
Dang!
Don't be mad.
Feeling it away right there. With a nearly half-life combo, and then another sequence. Momentum very, very much on HEURISIM's side. Until then! Right, Gribber. Just gonna sort that back out for you. Oh, but again, just can't compete with the buttons close it would appear. As well as the movement at mid-range. What an anti-air, though. The most janky-looking of janky-looking anti-airs right there.
HEURISIM plays the spacing game, but can't escape the running man. Interrupt on the overhead. It doesn't even amplify. Is it loaded bulk? Of course it is!
So it's loaded. How would one doubt it? Cash, just seeing how much it goes to. 48.160% of former Governor Demahe right there. Nice. All right, we have a match. We do have a match.
REDVIS answering back with the mix machine. And now I'm hoping for that game 5 because this is a sweet showdown.
It is. It is indeed.
Oh, guys, Bulk is not gonna play. Bulk is not gonna play.
Yes, I'd happily host the brothers playing against each other, but I'm not playing MK.
So guys, we are watching HEURISIM versus REDVIS right now. After this, we dive into the PC League. Because the last 3 sets are all on PC. RINZLER versus ALOR coming up next.
There's a very good reason why I don't play competitive sets in MK11 personally at the moment. And that's because I don't want to keep embarrassing the young kids in front of their friends.
Best I Bleach in the chat with the resubscription for 3 months. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the support.
And that's the second grab now. Oh, we got that. We came in with the hug here in front of the tribe. Getting the pickup. Oh, but just dashing up and grabbing my mans again with the shanking. Both players just wanting to get in close and give each other hugs. Special hugs, Rip. Special hugs. Who doesn't love a special hug? And there we go.
Again, not blocking on wake up and pays with his life for it. HEURISIM on match point.
Grind you in my teeth.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, just catching the forward movement there with the rest of the string. First punch did actually whip.
Oh
no!
That was a big mistake, but no real punish from HEURISIM as well. Both of them.
Fully loaded HEURISIM choosing not to punish that particularly hard. Are we going to see the ting? We are in front of the low interactable. Are we going to see a ting? Getting the low crush with the overhead kickery.
Oh, that was
and
smart.
then catching him press the button with the spacing trap there. HEURISIM letting it all hang out there, but then REDVIS cleaning things up. no whiff punish there. And there's the ting! The ting! Shank him! Shank man's up!
Beautiful jump in, REDVIS. And we're slowly loading that KB.
I think it's loaded. I think I've seen enough.
Oh, Tigress, not again. Tigress, what are you doing to me? Man, Bulk, Tigress gifting 10 subscriptions in the chat. In the meantime, REDVIS spending the big sack.
And that's a decent cash out, because look at the health bar positioning from both players right now. Just a little bit more harassment, and that is going to do it.
Oh, boy, that is a good match.
Juju.
That is a good match, but let me switch the scene real quick. Tigress, she did it once again. Can we get some big T's in the chat for the queen of the arena? Tigress supporting as crazy as always. Tigress, thank you so much for everything you do for the players, for me, for everyone. Like, we gotta drop some T's in the chat.
We got to show the love back, chat. Show the love back. Just give her everything. Speaking of giving everything, in the background, I've been trying. Mrs. Bulk has been asking what I want on my burrito, and she's just saying stuff, and I'm saying, sure, yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. She knows I'm commentating as well. I think she's just trying to just make me work that little bit harder. Yeah.
I'd love to hear it.
So far, I'm gonna have pulled beef with coriander, tomato-based rice, cheese, lettuce, jalapeno, sweet corn, and all the sauces. Yeah.
That sounds great, but you know what else sounds great? That sweet Game 5 animation. Ladies and gents, it is time. Mordecai, thank you for the resub. HEURISIM versus REDVIS, and we see a character switch.
It's got everything. It's literally, this burrito is going to have literally everything. I don't think they're going to be able to wrap it, frankly.
Oh, REDVIS. Like I told you earlier, he might have lost the first 2 rounds on purpose just to bring it back.
Oh, but just catching the stubby arms of the Hollywood former A-lister.
Oh, that is solid.
Right, we're blocking, but we're not immune to gribbing. Just giving the girls a hug right there. Desperate housewife versus former governator.
And he goes for the running man. REDVIS is on match point. The miracle might happen.
Round 2.
Has this desperate housewife had one Chardonnay too many as they can't react in time to the rampant huggery? They did jump out though. Heroism on point with their read. Scream at him! Oh, he's out though. And that's going to be a confirm. Right, she's in. Her people need her.
The jump in barely avoided that low scream. And REDVIS, wait a minute.
If there's something that Sindel is not lacking in, it's the hitbox department. We know that for sure.
Oh, he got shimmied by that forward 4.
Definitely anti-air you.
And now, HEURISIM in a decent position with that corner.
Oh, not watching your dome. Expensive gargoyle shades provide no protection to this rampant onslaught of halberd and high heels. Again, not watching the dome, and then not watching your feet. Oh, what a way to go! Bounce man's up and down. Big hair for the win.
Jeez.
Because
What
she's worth
a
it, damn
match.
it. Because she's worth it. Yeah.
Oh shit, HEURISIM with the shit talk in the chat. HEURISIM not like this. GG's. That's all I'm saying at this point. REDVIS and HEURISIM, I appreciate you.
I would just say GG's. You know, there was good play on both sides. Frankly. All right. So, with that outrageous performance, full match 5 as well, ladies and gents. Don't forget, as we are halfway through our bill tonight, halfway through the lineup that is more stacked than Schiphol. Yeah. But are we living on a prayer? We may be halfway there, but whoa, oh, are we living on a prayer?
I mean, but
Just ask John.
But get ready for that next showdown. RINZLER versus ALOR. We have two CIS players. RINZLER originally known for his PS4 performance, right? In the PS4 League. Now a threat on PC. He got that sweet gaming PC ready, and he wants to take the championship on the PC side of things. But let's see.
You don't often like to hear that used, do you? You don't often like to hear real threat on your PC. You don't want to hear that. Yeah. Because it usually means you're going to have to send your hard drive off to a specialist who will come back and say, someone in your house has been looking at some of the wrongest websites at the wrongest of times. Yeah.
But man, what a beautiful day so far, chat. We are sitting here on a level 4 hype train, 22% completed. Thank you guys for everything. Both players are in the lobby. Bulk's gonna get the Discord stream as always. And then we dive right in.
I better do that. Yeah, I'm here. I'm in there like swimwear, baby. Yeah. All right. ALOR. Going with Frost. Nice color palette. I like that.
And a very interesting switch, I was about to say, from RINZLER, because he went Johnny Cage first, but now is going back to his main.
Yeah, sticking with the ninja battle, I like it. I like the choice of color palettes from both players. We're going with the emo ninja in a sort of dusty grey, the sort of grey you get from leaving someone in a cupboard for far too long, and you can that's my kind of grey. And Frost coming in with a red that can only be described as the same color as a vet's forearm. Okay, here we go. Bihan versus the girl who wants to continually try to prove herself. It's Frost. Right, trading zoning right now. I have a strong feeling that unless she can throw her head onto the floor, Noob definitely wins the zoning exchange.
I can see that, but what a crazy jump in over that ghost ball.
Okay, alright. Head is out there. Oh, just grab her though. Using the respect there to get the grab on, and look at what it's gotten them. Gotten the corner, gotten the breakaway away. And that is not a trade in ALOR's favour. Even though 2 projectiles hit, the low clone did more damage, I believe. Right, speaking of believe, ALOR has it all to do.
And that range on the down 4. Holly in the chat is saying, I'm not sure if I've ever seen this matchup.
No, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. The only players who will have seen this matchup are Frost players.
And look at this bike. Look at the conversions in the corner!
Wow. Was that a reset combo?
It was a trim combo bike. That's what we call it.
I think it was a greasy reset combo for 65%. That was dirty. The double down ones on block. Got to test that net code. Oh, put it away! But no punish on the shank! No punish on the shank! Why does Luke get that? Why does he get low poke into amp clone? It's just not. It's not right, man. It's not right. Right, boom, boom. Flawless blocking out here.
Oh, RINZLER getting shimmied.
No,
oh, that was a piece of art from ALOR. A great conversion into Fatal. Gets the round like that. Incredible.
Dang. Dang. Alright, we're drawing it level. 1 round apiece. Is it going to be the dusty old guy in the corner? Or is it going to be the vet's forearm? Is Frost going to take it? Oh, great work about the emotes. What was that? Was that some kind of hype drainage? that all we had in the chat right there? I do declare, I must have missed it all. Speaking of missing it all, RINZLER missed their chance to stay safe and instead a 38.645% as they put a throw in the wrong place, eating the uppercut.
Oh, but ALOR with great pressure. One touch. RINZLER, one touch. Tries to go for the backdash. Can't get the anti-air. But wait! Did you see that, Bulk? ALOR grabbed him right out of the jab string. No!
Oh, just looking, but why did you do anything other than look for the fatal blow? Oh, I think ALOR just tried. But no, it's still alive! They're still alive! Oh, God!
This is too much for me. This is just too much for me.
I need some bleach for my eyes because what I've just seen is going to give me issues in the future. Let me tell you.
Incredible that RINZLER somehow brought this back. ALOR not paying attention, tried to press a button, and died in the end.
Just a lack of patience. Lack of patience cost ALOR everything. Everything. I don't know. Metal MH, it was like a robbery. I don't know if it was like a robbery. It was more like the ALOR was working in the bank vault and then took all of the money out of the bank and then gave it to the robbers who were parked in the van outside without having been asked to. They gave it to them.
Trade early on.
Alright, throwing the stars. Again, not a trade that is going to be in cross favor, and the spacing from RINZLER, knowing that the interactable was going to put ALOR too far away if they stayed where they were. But we're grabbing the defensive roll. By ducking under the goop. The goo, excuse me. Right, getting the homie cloney out there. Trying to use the head for cover. I like the idea. Right, out of the sky. I didn't watch your feet, but watch the fatal blow this time. RINZLER with a lot more help than they had before. And in whittling it down, ALOR. We jumped that. Wow.
RINZLER, he actually tried to dash up fatal blow. That was the most demonic shit I've ever seen.
And that was the ultimate shim from ALOR as well. Ducking and punishing RINZLER. Where does the combo end and your health bar stop going down against Noob Saibot? It's a very fine line. Both characters actually blessed with some of the best anti-air buttons in the entire game in just their logos. Right, boom boom, putting the head out there, putting the trap out. Activate my trap card, says ALOR. No go, says RINZLER. I ain't falling for it, I ain't falling for it. Speaking of falling for it, down 4 into amped cloney buddy. Homie clone. Cloney homie. I think, yeah, cloney homie. There we go, that looks better.
Usually Frost, they can always play the spacing game, but Noob Saibot actually has the tools to keep up with that far-range buttons.
Yeah, Noob is a heavily underlooked character. IMHO. They've got literally everything to force you to play their own game.
And that is the gimmick bike. Yep, amplified slide into back 1. RINZLER 2-0 up.
Yeah, Noob Saibot is a threat at every range, and has the ability, and anyone who's ever played Combat League will tell you, the habit of waking up with 1-1-1.
I like what I'm seeing from RINZLER, but ALOR now needs a miracle. I see Tento in the chat as well. Welcome, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Bulk, more than 300 people spending time with us.
OM Ganesh. Good to see all of y'all. Good to see all of y'all right there. Tento, good to see you again. It is difficult when there's this many people in the chat to actually keep up with the chat. But we do try. You've got two old men on the case, so don't expect miracles. That's all I'm saying, chat. Right, here we go, into the basement. And that is a interesting decision. Decisions were made right there by RINZLER with match, start, teleport.
Jump
Right,
in.
over the clone. Over the cloney homie. Into the setup. You think it's your turn. That's cute. I've got other plans for you here in the corner. Beautiful
Still connected.
Unnecessary swag is unnecessary. They didn't need to do a second head. They just needed to do like a jump kick or something. Right, just harassing with these augers now. ALOR making Frost look pretty viable. Ducking under the goo. The Casper. Right, this could be a problem for ALOR as you've got your back to the corner and Noob Sidebot in front of you. However, making it work, fighting their way out, warrior style.
I see my boy Sector in the chat saying, what up, big man Rip? And shout out to the homie Bulk. Sector, what's up?
How's it going? Good to see you, Sector. Sector's actually jumped into a few of my streams.
Sector is a legend.
Yeah, yeah, he's an actual foot, a leg end. Yeah.
Okay, ALOR, but still, down 2-0 RINZLER on match point.
Yeah, you've got to say that all of the control is in RINZLER's court right now. You do get RINZLERs in Germany, don't you?
No.
No?
At least not what... I don't know what it is, but...
The cigarette papers, the RINZLERs. No?
No.
Oh, I thought they were an international thing, but okay. Getting grabs for the game! And taking the whole set.
Takes it. We go right into the friendship. GG's to both.
Third best friendship. No, fourth best friendship in the game. Instant tier listery here from your co-commentator. And if anyone's interested, it's Rambo, then Rain, then Collector, then Noob. In terms of friendships. Aaron Black runs it close.
Another one in the books, and that means we only have 2 sets left for you guys. But the next one is gonna be hype, I promise.
Just as it's warming up, it's about to end. It's the story of my love life.
ALOR, please do me the favor and leave the lobby so we can get the next players in.
Get out of here, ALOR. Get out of here. Thank you for your contribution, and get out of here.
So, FAKELOK versus QUINLOO. I can't wait for this one. QUINLOO making an insane show yesterday in our top 8 special event. And today he has to fight that sweaty Joker from the CIS region. I expect the Joker Liu Kang matchup. Even though QUINLOO is one of those players who can play close to the entire cast if he wants. Has a Joker himself, by the way.
I think QUINLOO's Liu Kang is just that extra level higher than their other characters, in my opinion. But then, you know, I could be proven wrong.
Yeah, let's take a look what the chat thinks about this match. And I see 61% on FAKELOK, 39% on the Quinjet.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to make the mistake of publicly saying who I think's going to win, because that always bites me in the backside.
Bulk
Well, I put my
always
points
losing his
in.
points here whenever he bets on a fight. That's the Bulk way of life.
I lose my points faster than some commentators lose their hair.
Bulk! Why? What have I done? But no, QUINLOO is in the lobby. We are trying to get FAKELOK in as well. Shoutouts to 320 people in the chat. And by the way, before I forget it, wait, Bulk. We're close to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Did you know that? I think we're at 4,700 something. So guys, if you want to support, if you want to go the extra mile, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bulk, maybe we can make it to the 5K by the end of the month.
I think so. I think that's definite. Look, you've got like 7-8 days. Yeah, you got a week. I think you can get a few hundred subs in a week.
Bulk,
We
we
can do
gotta
it,
make this
chat.
work.
Yeah, just get the word, spread it out there, spread the love, spread the love. That's Tinder's motto, isn't it? Is it?
It
It
is.
should be.
Liu Kang.
Is it?
Okay,
I wouldn't
QUINLOO
know.
on Liu Kang, his main. FAKELOK on the main as well. This is gonna be a juicy
Okay.
one.
All right. Is it going to be everyone's favorite Peloton fanatic, or is it going to be the Clown Prince
Round
themselves?
1. Fight.
Ooh, localized lagging right there. Both players are just sizing up what's going on. And just,
FAKELOK.
wow, the Shaolin way, the art of the honest mid.
Look at QUINLOO with the pressure here. The mind games around the command grab. Opening. The conversion! Okay, but Quinjet is sending a statement to 300 people in the crowd.
Who doesn't like a decent combo? And in this game, that's a good combo.
But flawless as well. Oh man, this round now looks completely different since FAKELOK is increasing the pressure. Did it unblock? Punish. And what a beautiful punish! The raw reversal bicycle kick Bulk. QUINLOO with the matchup knowledge. The flawless block as well. Oh, the execution is on point. Get clipped by the forward one again. And that is still a full combo. Get launched. We have the bar to play with. And that is gonna do it. FAKELOK barely staying alive.
Final round. Fight.
And by the way, Bulk, if you can still hear me, I think your microphone disconnected. Nice conversion again. Bicycle kick. Loading that bad boy. Full convert again. And here it comes. 44%. Sponsored by QUINLOO. Oh man, this is quick. Okay.
This is why
I don't know what happened here in the last round, but QUINLOO went completely crazy. You guys, give us just a minute. I saw that Bulk left the Discord. I think he's... You know, guys, he's an old man. He's trying to figure out how that thing with the PC works.
The Joker. Liu Kang.
But meanwhile, QUINLOO 1-0 up versus FAKELOK, who is still the only player who managed to defeat Arena is free and their top 8 early on.
Round 1. Fight.
Good spacing, the backdash, that's what Joker can do. Good call out, armor break. Trying to sneak in the buff, can't get it going. Side switch combo from FAKELOK, put him in the corner. That is exactly where Joker wants to have you. And you can see why. Standing into pressure, forward throw as well. Good conversion. Oh, last part dropped. QUINLOO looking for those wake up buttons. Gets the micro duck. What is he doing? The nooch, the footsies, the execution. What a whip punish. And even the chat is saying, Regina, what is this QUINLOO?
Fight.
He is playing out of his mind. Nice. Oh, beautiful air to air. Interrupt. Does not block. And again, the bicycle kick. Why have I never seen a Liu Kang main do that? They always go for the flying kick. But QUINLOO, with the 3000 IQ knowledge. No, that gameplay is insane. Is this Ninja Killer on a Heidi chat? He is gaming too hard.
Liu Kang wins.
I am highly impressed. QUINLOO, I haven't seen him play like that for quite some time. And the chat is saying QUINLOO is next level. I mean, we are seeing that right here in front of our eyes. That is some sweet Liu Kang gameplay. And I'm sorry guys, we are still trying to figure out what went wrong with Bulk. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it back on the mic in a minute. But QUINLOO is on match point. I can't believe that Bulk is missing the entire match because QUINLOO is looking for that speedrun.
Round 1. Fight.
Good flawless block again, making that string punishable. But it looks way easier than it actually is. Good take again. Oh, no punish from FAKELOK, but again, locking him down with that super solid standing 2. More pressure. But QUINLOO always, he finds that one opening he needs to get out of the corner, so FAKELOK loses that pressure, loses the momentum, and he is on match point.
Round 2. Fight.
Was a nice bait. Look at QUINLOO in FAKELOK's head right now, who not commits to the punish.
I'll save the day.
Great conversion. Oh, that is insane. That is ridiculous. Goes for the cancel, gets the shimmy. No, Bulk, you have to join a room so I can pull you up, Bulk, as always. I can't believe Bulk forgot it again.
Let me show you my toys.
Final round. Fight.
No, it'll work.
Sector, thank you so much for the support. And there, Bulk, he made it. He realized that.
I'm back. I don't have a Discord to see, so I've got the delay. Sector with the direct donation, donating just as hard as Liu Kang with his literal footsies there, putting that Peloton membership to good use.
And but QUINLOO is playing out of his mind. I think that is the best level I've ever seen him play. Look at him, everything is working.
Finish him.
Dang.
That was a speedrun. Bulk, you were gone for like 5 minutes, and QUINLOO made the quickest 3-0 in arena history.
I just literally saw the end of it, playing literal footsies there with Kang. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Oh,
Yeah, my internet died. Everything died here at Buckingham Palace. And of course, without the internet, I've got no way of telling Rip that my internet died. Them's the breaks, as they say.
But man, FAKELOK and QUINLOO, thank you so much for playing. But we gotta give it to QUINLOO, the superior player today. Everything worked. QUINLOO, that was some good shit, honestly. Crazy.
That was better Shinola, better Shizer than that post 2-week constipation defecation that you were waiting to do. Yeah, so much translation for young Rip's German brain to translate right there.
So, but
Translation
now,
station.
the last set of the day, Bulk. I hope you can see the Discord stream again, by the way.
Oh,
ZMOZAGAX versus
no, I can't.
KOLAMBA. Wait, but it's still
What
live.
do I do? Oh, I just have to click on your name. So it was probably working all the time. I just had to click,
it was working all the Man, whenever I have Bulk on the mic, guys, you know it. It is like, you know, working with your granddad who's just trying to figure out how those damn mobile phones work, how the internet works, who calls you in the middle of the night and say, boy,
Okay.
I think I deleted the internet.
I'll tell you an IRL true story, right? Now, for those who don't know, I am a karate instructor by day and night. That's what I do. I teach, I shout at children and punch kids in the head for a living. And the club has a card machine to take people's card payments, because who carries cash anymore? No one carries cash, not even me. And I have refused to use the card machine in case I make a mistake. I've just never used it. I tried it once and it scared me. I gave it to one of the teenagers to do. And I don't ever use the card machine. I'm so averse to technology. I'm almost medieval. Yeah. But I refer to medieval as my childhood. Okay.
But no, we're in the character select screen, the last match of the day. Thank you guys so much for still sticking around, being active in the chat, supporting this entire project. KOLAMBA.
I'm so gutted I missed the speedrun. I enjoy it when someone runs through someone like a dodgy curry.
The Joker.
Yeah.
Okay, Jax, Joker. Interesting.
Why can't I see your stream?
It is live, Bucky. Wait, let me close it again for you and then boot it up again. It should say live. I mean, it is saying live. I can see it.
Oh, there you go. Watch stream. There we go.
Bulk, it is great to have you here every Monday.
I'm like living proof that you can almost get by in today's society without having a clue what to do. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, we've got ZMOZAGAX versus KOLAMBA, the Jax Overlord.
Fight.
Once more under the beach, dear friends. KOLAMBA, a big fan favorite with their execution and getting over the low nines right there.
Oh, he tried to interrupt there with the back two, I think.
Have a box, have a crate, have a jack in the box. ZMOZAGAX abusing the extra range that Joker has. Who could blame them? One of Jax's few issues is their stubby reach. Boom, boom.
Oh, by KOLAMBA looking for the next speedrun.
Something that Jax doesn't have an issue with is Damahe, when those arms get hot. But then also, ZMOZAGAX really has to keep that in mind. But when Jax does have those hot arms, that long range of yours is not going to look that useful.
That was such
Jax
a clean
becomes
whip
one of
polish.
that was indeed. As Jax becomes one of the best zoners in the game. Some of the best projectiles in the game. And here we go. Oh, but then calling it out with the low shots. But right now, got the knockdown, and now Jax has become the full screen threat.
The patience. And the trade here, KOLAMBA able to take those. He knows exactly what he's doing. Dooneyman is saying, hey, don't feel bad. I'm 35, so I'm old as... We're all old. We're just all old.
Look, I'm actually quite a little bit older than that as it goes. I'm quite a chunk older than that. I'm an entire small child older than that. I
Bulk
remember
is
35.
ancient.
Yeah, I remember 35. It was black and white back then.
But Bulk has the wisdom, though, Chad. He has the wisdom.
Soul Chamber.
Wait, what?
Wait, is that the wrong word, Bulk? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I'm still waiting for it, as it goes. Still waiting for it.
Kolamba, 1-0 in the lead. ZMOZAGAX in trouble.
I think we should just call them ZZX because that's what's capitalized in there. I mean, is it ZMOZAGAX? Like Malcolm X sort of thing?
Who knows, Bulk? But what I know is that he just did a fatal mistake there, Kolamba. Getting that punish in.
I'm too far away from the skulls to get the interactable as well, unfortunately for Kolamba. It's not going to make any difference. Top hat providing no protection. 2 heated overhead dome cavery. Roger Daniels in the chat, what's going on?
Round 2. Fight.
Nice jump in, good read.
Yeah, what a jump in, Rip. What a jump in. Those arms are hot. Hotter than the summer holiday that I can't afford to go on. Ow!
It was disgusting down to also the cross jump, not able to convert it.
Right, Papa's got a brand new bag. Papa's going to have a brand new chin after that interaction. Right, get the pickup. Decent cash out as well. Right, skull, interactable skull shining in the background, and that's not Rip's head, ladies and gentlemen. Stop there. It's not fair. He has got lots of hair on his back. Right, here we go.
Final round. Fight.
Okay. Oh, trying to catch him walking in, but Kolamba too reactive to be caught by the big cane out there.
Oh, the no one string again, forward 3. And what's for dinner? Big damage. And we're heating those arms up.
Mods in the chat. Thank you, mods. We've got some of the best mods around, frankly, in frankly the best community on Twitch. It's thrown. Oh god, the low shots though. Over it. Have a lamp. Everyone loves lamp. Here in library corner, who's gonna have the reads? Who's gonna have the scrolls of wisdom?
That is
It's not gonna
beautiful.
be
Kolamba shooting projectiles left and right. He is on match point. He's saying, I have an appointment right after this. Let me make this quick.
Indeed. Here's the thing, right? I don't understand why Joker is a low health character and Johnny Cage and Jax aren't. They're also human, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. So surely it should be equality of health bars right there for the human players in this tournament.
Potential last
I'm joking.
round.
They should be 750 health, frankly. Top tier characters. Oh, is it 2-0?
It is 2-0, yeah, Kolamba in the lead. And we see a character switch. Cabal is coming out. Slight gas Cabal, to be exact. Yeah, let's see if ZMOZAGAX can bring this back.
ZMOZAGAX. It honestly sounds like a prescription medication. ZMOZAGAX. It's part of the sub game that we in the chat can play. Is where do people get their names from? Were they just looking around their medicine cupboard one day and thought ZMOZAGAX? I'm going to go with that. Were they playing Scrabble and that was their unfortunate rack of letters? Who knows?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, post-accident Cabal here in the public swimming pool. Can they bring it to the downtrodden single parent that is Jackson Briggs. Major Jackson Briggs. Retired. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, getting the anti-air poke there into the missiles. You love to see it. Right, taking the opportunity to heat up.
Getting buffed up.
Yeah, getting some rounds in the
Look at
chamber.
Kolamba. Plays checks like a soldier. He's saying this is a no-fly zone.
Even Abracadabra was blocked, but the unblockable Nomad Dash did at least get ZMOZAGAX something.
As well. Kolamba going ham, chat.
Yeah, no, who said Jax can't? When Jax has got some heat in those arms, he becomes one of the best zoners in the game.
Fight.
I've said it before, and I'll die on this hill. That's a hell of a hill to die on, but at least I'll die, is what my detractors will say. I can hear my burrito pulling in.
Slice and dice.
Oh, gets Timmy. I think he expected the the forbidden KB bulk.
Oh, didn't need to break because the drop happened. Drops happen.
Oh, Kolamba, I
Right,
think he got those. I think he got those. Kolamba, wait! Kolamba, he's already dead.
Let's go. Stop it. Stop it.
Jax wins.
That man had a
Jesus
family.
Christ. That Jax is nasty. Kolamba and ZMOZAGAX, thank you so much for playing here today.
Yeah, GG's both of you, and it's what a brutality to finish on as well. In MKX, that was probably hands down the hardest brutality in the game. It isn't anymore, but yeah, that used to be the hardest brutality in the game.
Just incredible. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today's event, it is over. It comes to an end here. And Balk and me, we want to say thank you so much for being here, for sticking around, for supporting the players, and of course, for supporting me as well, because you guys went absolutely crazy. Thank you so much for that. Balk, it was...
He deserves it. No, he deserves it. Which way am I pointing? Am I pointing that way?
Yeah.
It's that way, yeah. He deserves it, for sure. For sure.
Balk, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the great commentary as well.
No, thank you. Thank you, big fella. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Always. So, we're gonna be back tomorrow, ladies. You guys know it. If you want to stay in touch, feel free to join the Discord. And as we said earlier, we are trying to get to that sweet 5K on YouTube. So if you like competitive MK11, feel free to sub to the channel. It would mean the world. We're gonna send you guys over to Vera. She is streaming right now. So be nice in the chat. Say hello. And I'm gonna catch all of you again tomorrow. But for now, Balk and me, we're old men and we need some sleep. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.